to beyond injury time, guys. Game week 7 was one hell of a roller coaster, guys. So we saw some fascinating results on the way because there were a lot of upsets, if you can call the United game as upset, because it was at least at home, and so I'll call that as a major upset in the.
It was
in
just
the game
upsetting
week.
for United fans.
Yeah, yeah. And City also lost, guys. So I guess
that was
Spurs,
upset.
That was an upset, yes.
whoever,
That was an upset.
yeah, Spurs, Arsenal, whoever think that they are supposedly in the title race, they must be happy. You know, their wet dreams have finally come true. So we come here to discuss one of the most important games, which was Spurs versus Liverpool, because it was it was significant in the context that Spurs are starting to make new enemies in the league. People are really have taken them very seriously because they're onto a very good start. They're unbeaten in the league until now. So I'll let our boys speak about it. I guess they're just itching to vent out all their pain, sufferings, and whatever. Not they, especially Liverpool boy. So Abhay, do you want to start, or do you want to hand over the mic over to Amit?
I actually want Amit to just complete his stuff, because I feel like if I start, we will probably not get a lot of time to speak. So yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, we will have enough time
Happy in a victory
for Abhay to cry in this podcast today.
Yeah.
I will start the conversation.
It took you an own goal to win against 9 men, man. So yeah,
I will get back to that. So
you can see, right? Silence is better.
Yes, then bullshit. So yeah, I will start with how much hype this match was. Liverpool and Spurs, two teams that are playing front foot football and attacking, going into gung-ho style of football. And I was super excited before the game. And as it started, it delivered. For the first 30 minutes, delivered exactly what we have expected. It was completely a game of two, where the game was end to end and both teams were attacking. But then certain things happened. But I want to highlight one thing, that after 6 years, Spurs have won any match against Liverpool. It has been a long time. We all expected this to be a historical win, but it is historical for all the bad reasons. It is for that one goal that Luis Diaz's goal that was chopped off should not have been. I think it's a very big thing, but the limitless crying of Liverpool fans after that is. I feel that okay, let it be. I'm now
not only Liverpool fans, also say the name.
Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp. Oh man.
Maheshwari kyun yaar?
I'm not sure. Yeah, so basically, after all this unlimited crying, and they're like, yeah, we lost against 12 men and whatnot, I kind of stopped feeling sad about them, and I'm like, they do deserve it, it seems. So yeah, and basically after that red card, again, how much you do debate on it, I still believe it's a red, and even for the Jota one, he is stupid. So and I believe, yes, against 9 men, it took a lot of efforts. But again, Liverpool is a red team, so they like playing with red cards. So they have played, I think, 3 games in this season, and won probably 2 of them. So they are habituated of this stuff, and the low block that they played in the second half, again, they have to. I am not saying that you can do anything else, but that made it a whole lot difficult to actually score goals against that, because they are skilled, right? And it then took a low block, took a own goal, and I believe that that we were knocking on the door for a long time, so finally we got that win, and a little bit lucky, but again, we hit maybe I think couple of goal posts and couple of good saves from Ellison to keep you in the game. So yeah, I still believe that this game would have been better without those red cards if Liverpool would have been more disciplined. But yeah, anyway, it's a win at the end. So
So,
go
Abhay,
ahead,
over to
Mr.
you, man.
Jolgekar.
So, yeah, go ahead, begin your rant, man. You
Yes,
lost.
football
Liverpool lost.
tribalism
Aren't we all
is
happy?
such a wonderful thing. I can see like Khanna pretending that it was such a normal game where we just got the 2 red cards that we deserved, and we did not get the Luis Diaz goal because we deserved it, and etc. etc.
No, you don't
This is
deserve
this
it.
how
But
this how it
after
goes,
the
This is
crying
how it
of the
goes.
afterward that you guys are doing
That's called
post that, this
that's not
is
called crying, man. That's called having balls to stand up to ourselves.
no.
Exactly.
No,
When
no.
you are when it's not being hard done by. We did not get we did not it was not a 50-50 call that we did not get. It was not a 80-20 call that we did not get. It was not a situation where it's subjective. It was a goal that was right, that should have rightly been awarded to us, that we did not get. Okay, so
See,
if
that's a
you are
blunder.
if you are a team, okay, who has this kind of decision given against you, and you do not call it, then you're probably a gutless team, and you have no ambition to win anything in your life. So maybe that's why I don't care. I mean, we
Life,
care because we have to
life
go towards
questions
City,
have been
and
put.
we have to go for that. And we have gone there, and we have lost this title by a single point twice. So it matters to us. It doesn't matter to you because you're not there. You're not going to be there. So I mean, you
Oh
lose
my
1 point,
God,
See,
2
shots
point,
that's
3 points.
fired.
It doesn't really
yeah.
matter.
No, it's
Okay.
not about that. It's
Oh,
about you say
that's
you
not
did
crying.
call it. You did call it. That's good.
That's
But
exactly. So that's if you're
but
going to call
again,
it crying, that's the
you can
problem with
keep on
tribalism.
like you cannot keep on. That
You
Liverpool
have to
fans,
keep
how
up.
much
You have
they
to
are.
keep up. PG Mall is an
Mall has
organization.
correct.
That shuts down everybody. It shuts down the players. It shuts down the coaches. It shuts down everybody. For last 2 years, they have introduced rules in such a way that nobody can call them on anything. If you do not push through, they're just going to get away. That's how they get away with everything. So the calls that you're saying, those are subjective. See, when it happens to your team, it's subjective to other people. You know that those are the calls that if they went over for you, you want them to go for you. You know those are very, very close calls. And if you get them, the momentum changes. You sometimes lose the matches.
So
Okay,
I want to
because of
ask
those
you one
calls.
question, Abhay. I want to
No, I'm not
interject here.
done. I'm not done. I've not even started it.
No,
That's
I
why I
want to
let
ask
him.
you a question from what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
just saying. I just wanted
Hmm.
to ask, do you think any higher things are at play, or someone has something against
No,
Liverpool,
man.
or it is just
See,
a
that's
human error?
exactly.
What do you
Yeah, I
think?
mean, I understand. You're talking about controversy, right? See, I mean, it feels nice to think that people are, there to just get to you and everything and all that. But these kind of things, I feel like that every top team can feel these kind of emotions. That at one point they'll feel that referees just do not want you to win. Okay,
Okay.
a lot of
Yeah.
people just think that Man City have bought everybody. I mean, these are the kind of stuff that
These
you
are
can
Twitter
feel.
people,
Okay, these are kind
Twitterati.
of you
Yeah.
can feel, but I believe that instead of believing that there is some higher controversy against Liverpool, I feel like it's just sheer incompetence in the PG Mall. That
I
is the
agree.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I just want to start with this. Okay, I might feel I might just sound bitter and don't want to sound bitter. I just want to go back to the match, and I just want to congratulate Spurs for this, that they have got the win. Okay, it's not their fault. It's not their fault that those things happen in the game. They were dealt with the same situation. They went for it and they got the win.
Yeah, obviously.
I have nothing against Spurs, man. What did they do? They did nothing. Nah. It's not like they did some in the whole match. By the way, there was not even a single tackle that had malice. Okay, it's not like we were hitting each other. Neither Spurs was doing it, neither we were doing it. Both of the teams,
Yellow cards were flowing, right?
both of the
Red card,
teams were
yellow
trying
card.
to play the game, and in that game you had 11 yellow cards and 2 red cards. That's how I mean, dude, you get these many cards, when the teams are actually doing flying tackles, uncontrolled tackles and all that. There was nothing, not even a single thing, not even from Spurs, not even from Liverpool. So I'm not going to say that, see, I might feel that that Spurs was lucky to get a win. Okay. I might feel that my team was in the whole 90 minutes, my team, even with 10 men, probably would have gotten a win. Okay. Because we are used to it, but that doesn't matter. It was a game. They won the game. Congratulations to you. The problem that I have is that before the game started, I was absolutely excited about this Klopp's game of attacking and Ange's game of attacking. And then both of the teams will go against each other. We'll try to take advantage of each other's weaknesses and all that stuff, right? And we'll see how the game turns out. But that did not happen. And it's not, and it is just because of the sheer incompetency shown at the refereeing level. We got a red card on the Curtis red card, by the way. It's a situation where Curtis goes for the ball. He gets the ball and his leg rolls over and it hits Bissouma, I guess, right? Or I don't know who it is. Probably Bissouma, right?
Correct.
So if you're just going to judge it based on the impact, it was a bad impact. I completely agree. It can be given red card. It can also not be given a red card, and it will not be. I'll tell you, because in another situation, it was not given a red card. Okay. Now, and I feel like that it probably wouldn't have been given a red card if VAR would have shown it in some different way. VAR showed us the whole process, whole context. But when actually the referee went to the screen, the first thing VAR showed was the contact. That's the negative impression instant into his mind. Now he's looking for from behind it. Now the context is not, he's already made his decision. It doesn't really matter. He's already made his decision. He's going to give the red card. So the VAR, the way it showed that particular situation, if you're not going to take context into account, in slow motion, everything looks horrible. That tackle looks horrible if you look in slow motion. But if you actually see the whole flow of the game, Curtis got the ball. Okay, it was a bad tackle, but Curtis got the ball. Yellow was enough, in my opinion. But if he got the red, fine. He can get the red. I don't like how he got the red. In what way VAR showed it and how he got the red. The same situation happened when Udogie went for Gakpo. And the tackle on Gakpo was exactly the same, just in a different angle. But Gakpo got hurt in the same way. He got Udogie got very light of the ball, but he hit Gakpo's ankle completely. He actually got out because of that particular tackle. He scored, but after that he got out of. So he got a yellow. I'm okay with that yellow. But it's exactly the same situation where Curtis could have got a yellow also. I'm okay with the red, but I don't feel like that it would be a red all the time.
Consistency was like
correct. I agree to that. That's where I always mentioned that it was an 80-20 challenge. I've never seen it was an 100-0 challenge.
I can see why it can be red. Okay, but at least show the whole context, man. In the whole context, on another day it doesn't get given. Is what I'm saying. Okay, fine. Red card. We are 10 men. Diaz is through and he scores a goal. Dude, we are ahead. That changes the game completely.
That is something.
No matter how good you were playing, we were playing as good with 10 men. We had our attackers on top. We can defend with 10 men. We have shown this, that we can play a larger set of the game with 10 men. Spurs is very explosive. They are very dangerous. But Newcastle was also dangerous. We won against them. Okay, so we will be able to find, we might or might not be able to find a solution with 10 men. The thing is, we did not even get the chance. And what is it? What is it about? It's just sheer incompetency. Why should we accept it? Why should we accept it just lying down? This is what it doesn't make sense to me. I have I have other situations also where I do not like how the refereeing went, but those are situations, those can happen to any other team also. And I do not like it because obviously it happened to my team, and in the context where they have already not given Diaz's goal. The rest of the refereeing was not any good. Okay, especially the thing that I hate is that the Salah was completely free, and he I don't know who tried to tackle him, and Salah basically went around him, but he got a foul. I don't know, does referee even have eyes or not? I don't know. And that was way later in the game, so you went back in half time. You're fucked up big time. And even after that, you did not do anything about your refereeing. You're still shitting on refereeing. Jota's first yellow is not a yellow, by the way. Okay. He says second yellow is stupid. You're on yellow. You're on high on emotion. You did a stupid mistake. I understand that. But that first yellow is not yellow at all. How are you even... don't even get me started on that. Okay?
I guess
there is no but.
There
is not even a but there.
Tells you how much of an influence the Spurs and Liverpool game had, because it was... I personally feel it was a game that was ruined by a red card. Sometimes referee in certain situations have to observe certain restraint so that you allow the game to flow. That actually happens in yellow card incidents, right? There are certain referees across the world that allow the game to flow.
See,
they do not show yellow easily, right?
I think think about that Newcastle game where Newcastle were not tackling, but they were basically making the challenges that can be follow any other day, but the game was so high paced that they let it flow. I do not like it, but at least I like it more than just throwing yellow at every situation. Okay.
Exactly. So you
All
allow
of
the
this is
game to flow.
happening.
So, but yeah,
Yeah, and I still have something to say. All
no,
of this is
yeah,
happening,
no,
by the
I
way.
understand the
And
refereeing
then,
decisions, but at the end of the day, I have to little switch over to Amit, and I have to ask him this particular thing as to, do you think, apart from all the decisions that went against Liverpool, right? I personally feel that uh, you could have killed Liverpool much earlier in when they went down to 10 men, and even more so when they went down to 9 men, because what we have seen is Liverpool have been pretty much very unlucky with certain decisions here and there until now. So what we have seen of Liverpool is that they are very well, trained and coached to already handle red card situations this season, because we all knew
Correct.
the red card rules have changed. And Liverpool, case in point, have shown that they can deal with 10 men, now more so with 9 men. So, do you want to shed some light into where you,
Yeah.
Spurs, the team, not ready to attack a team that is well prepared even with 10 and 9 men? So, what do you make of that?
Yeah. So I first of all do appreciate how the Liverpool team played with 10 men or even 9 men. They adapted, right? They adapted with the situation. They did not go right. Okay, I will just play the same style of football that they were with 11 men or even 10 men, right? So that is where the experience of Klopp and the how much drilled the team is comes into picture. I have a lot of respect to them on how they took this match
No,
till the
enough
end.
of the respect. You
And
have to tell us
and
why Spurs didn't score.
coming to that,
Yeah.
coming to that. So even with
Keep respect alive.
so yeah, I believe that on a 11-man field or a 10-man field, it would have been much easier for Spurs to win this game than it was on 9 men. Why?
Oh my
Because
God.
I'm coming to that. Why? Because even on 10 men
Joga, be
or
ready.
even on 10 men, Liverpool was looking to attack, right? Liverpool was playing a little open. We were creating
Yeah.
few chances. There were gaps. When they went into 9 men,
They were
they
still
parked the
attacking.
bus. No, they were not. They have parked the
They
bus.
were.
They were inside it and they were just defending it for their lives. One or two counter. Salah was running. Salah was
no,
running.
Salah was out by then.
Well,
Salah was out by then.
on 9 men or he was a little later he
No,
was out.
I
Well,
just have a little point, just
after
a
a
little
point, he
point,
was out.
that if
So
you
the
Once
listen
point
to the
Jota got out.
commentary, the commentator was baffled that Klopp has set up, 3-man defense and everyone in front of them.
Oh,
I can
I'm going
show
to
you
cover
the
that. That
commentary
was
as well. He was
fantastic.
baffled that they
That
were
was
not
fantastic.
parking the bus. So I would little bit disagree there. Liverpool
yeah,
were still trying to nick a win with 9 men.
I'll tell you where it changed, but yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Even
go ahead.
at the end, I would say, like at least for the last 15 minutes or so, I saw Liverpool was like, we can get a draw out of this match.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is where I think there was one thing that we also figured out with the Spurs attacking is we have good passers. We have Madison who can pick a good pass to Son who is running behind the defense, right? But when there is a team that is like, see, I do believe they were looking for getting a win. They were still attacking in some front, but they were focusing on defense, that we should not be leaky in defense, right? Not the original Liverpool style of playing where they
They
go
can't,
out
right?
and play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's where it's difficult for people, and I don't think it is drilled right now with Ange's system as well, to beat
Unlock people.
to be unlock
Yeah.
a low block team. That
Yeah.
actually on any good manager or any manager that comes with an attacking style of play comes into this league faces the same problem. He has to pick such locks that the low block team does put on them, right? So maybe he'll find a solution of it, but yeah, I do agree with it that once this was the case where Liverpool was focusing more defensively, it was difficult to unlock them on the day.
Manish, Abhay, anything that you have for these guys?
No, I was really disappointed with Spurs because like it's a game that they had to win, and at 26 minutes Liverpool was like down to 10 men. Okay, then they
So
scored a
early.
goal, and
Yeah.
and then Liverpool came back. They also made it 1-1. Then the game was good. Like I understand, like if it was 11 versus 11, it would have been more fun because both teams are attacking mentality and they don't like to defend. But then at 68 minutes, Liverpool are down to 9 men. So now you have more than 20 and God knows how many extra times or extra minutes are added on. You have almost 25 minutes to win the game. So I thought Spurs should have won the game earlier, and the way they won, that was also an own goal. So I don't take anything away from Spurs. Okay, they had to win, they won, no issues. But as a neutral, it's quite disappointing that okay, you should have won that game earlier, or you should have. And credit to
Correct.
Liverpool. Like Amit has given enough respect to Liverpool, but yeah, I have to say that they defended well, and they also were not looking to just survive there. They also would have nicked a win. So that is also a very good thing that
I
I think
believe I
Abhay
understand
will be
Abhay
very proud of
Jogikar's
Liverpool
I
with
understand
that
Abhay
kind of
Jogikar's
performance.
frustration, but
that's what I
had
was
it
going to
been a
come back to
1-1,
this,
right? Had
Yeah.
it been a 1-1, he would not be ranting that much. I feel I don't know what
No,
that
no,
would
no,
be,
no, no.
but
What? 1-1, dude. It doesn't matter. I would have had
Right.
exactly this.
No,
I
with
don't.
that
I'm telling
performance,
you.
he should have
With
been ranting
okay,
with one
let
also.
me tell you this thing. Okay, I'm absolutely proud of this team. The way they played when they were 9, 10 men. The attitude. It was at 10 men when we were at 10 men. I was not even worried. I was like, it's 10 men. It's fine. We're going to win. That's how good we were playing. That's how many. That's how much I knew
no,
that we. See,
that
there's one
is
thing that we did not
now
stop
all
attacking
said
because
and
with
done.
10 men,
Klopp is
we
able to
don't stop
manage
attacking with
properly.
10 men.
That is
Okay,
for sure.
that's first thing.
I have a few words to say, right? Firstly, big up Tottenham as well. Big up Liverpool. Firstly, with Tottenham, I'm amazed that from the start to now, it looks like they have a really amazing midfield. Really amazing midfield. On paper, maybe people won't realize it, but they have everything that you need in a midfield. You have vertical passing. You have a playmaker in Madison, which I think is top notch. What a steal!
Yeah,
And
that is true.
Papa Matesar, the way he tackles and cleans up, basically Bissouma and Papa Matesar do everything in their ability to ensure Madison is in the best position to cause a lot of damage. And another player that I really, I genuinely think is the best finisher in the Premier League is Heung-min Son. From 2014-15 season to now, he's overperformed his XG by 32, which is almost 58%, wherein usually people score goals less than the XG. This guy is overperforming by 58%, which
In a
is
Tottenham team under several managers and
yeah,
whatnot.
and he continues to score left foot, right foot, whatever
कोई भी
you
मैनेजर हो,
say,
respect
right?
वो बंदा.
Uh, but I know
Abhay,
so
just one question quickly. Do you consider Son a bigger asset and a player than Kane?
to me or to
Yes.
him, to
No,
me,
to
yeah,
you.
to me,
For me too.
100%,
Same. I don't know about
100%.
Amit.
No,
Son
I know
is the guy for me.
Harry Kane has this thing wherein he's more loud and whatnot, and
And he's English.
he's English. Yeah, he's English, and he's an absolute
Son
smasher
Bhagwan
of the
level.
ball, like anywhere, any place. But in terms of just a team player, right?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
just terms of a team player, I think Son, I like Son a lot, and
Never
in terms of the
cries.
way he's behaved himself, like I would
Yes.
prefer to have a human Son in my team
Son. Same.
because of the
Same.
way he about the integrity, how he gives it to all to Tottenham. I know they call Harry Kane Mr. Tottenham and whatnot, but Heung-min Son has been an ideal candidate. Like what a player I would like to have in my team. He's never
Yeah.
said I want to go there, go here and there. I'm in this team. I'll do my very best. And he's not been on.
He's also an ideal candidate for Conte's daughter. That's what he said.
Hey Bhagwan.
Yeah, I also do a +1 on that. That Son is a really amazing player. So even in those he has filled for Kane a lot, right? Whenever needed for when needed for goals or anything, he is the one who does adjust for the team. Last year when we did not have a good attack, he played throughout the season with an injury, right, which he got fixed in this summer window. So that is how much committed he is for the team, and that guy always has a smile on his face, and he is well deserved a captain of the team right now. And I was the most happiest man when he was given the captain's armband.
No, but I know Spurs.
Nice
People say that
things.
they should have scored earlier, and it was disappointing. But I saw how Liverpool played, and big up to Liverpool, man. Big up, because as I know he's a Liverpool fan, a Jogekar, and he's a little biased. But as a neutral, when I was watching, I'm like, they're down to 10 men, and look at them fight. Look at them fight. They're not even going for, okay, let's see what the draw looks like. They're like, we want to win. And
Yeah, yeah.
you're playing against Tottenham. I know I make fun of Tottenham and whatnot, but they are a big team, no matter
It's a
what anybody
strong team,
says.
man.
Right? Big team, big personality shown by the players out there. And I think Jota was really dumb, actually. Okay, you might say the first yellow might not be a yellow, whatever, but you have got a yellow. You don't do dumb shit, bro. You don't do dumb shit. That's
Agreed.
what it is.
Not going to
And
say anything on that.
I guess there
and
was one situation where Salah actually did Bissouma very badly, and Salah was clean through on goal.
That's
I
what I
saw
was saying,
that
man. That's what I
incident.
mentioned.
I was away on holiday, but I saw that little movement, and I'm
Dude.
like, "Bhai, ये क्या है?"
no, but this, I do not know
And
how
they
this
gave the
is
foul the
happening.
Why do
other way,
you,
right?
dude, why do you
Foul
think
the
I'm
other way.
frustrated, man? Why do you
Salah
think I'm
was
frustrated
furious.
this much?
No,
Do you think like things happen all the time in all the matches, right? But I'm not frustrated all the time. Sometimes we lose, sometimes we draw, etc., whatever. Even but like I'm frustrated this much because like everything that could have gone against us just went against us. Like
no, and
I cannot even say anything to Spurs because I mean, what can they do? It's
They,
not
they,
like they are
yeah,
doing a
I
horrible
saw the match,
tackle.
and he was right. When you said that there was no malice, right? There was no malice in
Exactly.
the
It's not
tackles.
like they are flying into the tackle. Why would I blame
But
them also?
I will say one thing. Klopp does cry a lot. That's what I feel. But at this point of time, right? I've seen Klopp talk about grass and whatnot, the weather
Wind,
and whatnot.
grass,
3 years back,
water.
no,
No, but I'm what?
what is
Air in the
this?
ball.
Yeah, yeah,
3 years
yeah,
back,
yeah,
he talked.
right.
3 years back, he talked 2 times about air, and like everybody talks about it like 3 years down. Salah once fell easily. People still talk about him diving. That guy doesn't even
But
leave
what
to
I'm
step
saying
down.
is he does have this tendency to do. Maybe it has mellowed down, but when you say such things, it stay in the head of a lot of people. Like it stayed in mind.
Because
Like
the
it's 3
internet
years,
doesn't
and I
let you
still
forget,
remember this
na?
is what he said.
Because
Internet doesn't let you forget.
that's how Mourinho stuff and contest stuff also stays in your mind.
Yeah,
Because
it is.
it's not about how many times it is said, it's about what is said. You remember what is said, not how many times it is said. You just now multiply it in your mind. He
But
said it like
The
once or
internet
twice or
doesn't
thrice
let you
at max.
forget, Abhay. The
yeah,
internet doesn't let you forget.
yeah,
It's
The
fine.
time when
Internet
we
will.
signed
I don't
Pogba,
care
he
about internet
said,
in
"I
that
will
particular
not be in a
sense.
job I will not be in a job if I sign that kind of
10
a
million
player
players.
of that kind of money." He's
no,
still in the job. He
no,
should be
but
leaving
now,
Liverpool.
Yeah,
now
but
that
he
I
talked
think
about that
about it,
5 years back. 5 years back, 100 million is today's 200 million. So he's exactly right to say
So
whatever he's saying currently also.
short-sightedness कैसे हो सकता है in a
Short-sighted वाली
manager
बात
as big
नहीं.
as
no,
You
Klopp?
have to
no.
understand. You have to understand inflation is basic statistics.
No,
It's basic
it's
mathematics,
okay. Like,
whatever.
see,
Anyway.
what Abhay is saying is like the referee messed up the match and the complete match experience
No,
what we
no.
saw. But
I
we have to
say
also like understand what happened in that situation. Like they came up with an apology that okay, we made an human
No.
error. What
But
what was that human error? That is also we have to look at it. Like
yeah.
you,
when the goal happened, like the goal was disallowed. So when it went to VAR, the VAR check, what they were doing is like they were checking if it was an offside or not. Okay,
that's
that
an
is the first thing
absolute
that they
bullshit
do.
reason, man. Okay.
No,
The-
we have to understand what happened. Like
There is
we
nothing
can
to
also discuss
understand.
about
That
that, like
dude,
what they're doing.
No.
Now, how can you say
I
like we have to also
Joga,
understand.
yeah.
We have to criticize. Yeah, we can debate upon that. Like we have to understand what happened. Now the VAR is checking if it is offside or not. They are thinking that the goal is given. Now my first, I will also put up some questions on this. Okay. Now they are checking if it's offside or not, and in their mind they think the goal is given. They check. They see it's clearly onside. The goal should stand, and then they say to the man on the field, the referee on the field, check complete. That's it. Now, why do you do that? You have time. You have the. It's not like you have been charged for that call. You can tell them, okay, the player is onside, the goal should stand, and so like
Charge
how
for
it's
the call.
yeah, like how it's done in cricket. Like, okay, the ball has touched the bat, the ball has bounced off the ground, and it goes into the fielder's hands. So it's a not out. You just say everything. What is this? Like check complete. Like
I'll tell you
the
what
VAR
it is.
person is thinking that the goal is given and he says check complete. Then referee comes up, he says, okay, I need not to change my decision, offside. Now, one thing is, I don't know they have fucked up or not. They are just making some excuses. But this is also a kind of weird reason I find it because क्यों भाई क्यों करना है ऐसे?
But
See,
I
that's
will
the
Say.
thing,
have
you know,
another question
they
on this, but I will
exactly
let
know.
Jogekar finish actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
they
ahead.
exactly know that on this particular situation at least, that they'll give an explanation, people will bite the explanation, and nobody will ask further questions. That's why the initial
I
explanation is
have
bullshit.
I have
Okay.
I have a question for you, Abhay. So, okay, I agree what you're saying, whatever they're selling is bullshit or whatnot. But why would somebody deliberately do this, right? It has to be a human error, right? It
No,
cannot be
dude,
somebody
see,
खुन्नस खा के नहीं बैठा कोई.
तुम समझ नहीं रहे बात को. You're not understanding this. If it's human error, it's an error of catastrophical consequence.
Proportions. Yeah.
And when you do a mistake like this, the accountability has to be there. That's what we are going
Right.
for. Nowhere in any kind of statement Liverpool said they want a point. They never said that they want a rematch. Nobody has said that. Whoever is bullshitting this, I don't
मिलेगा
even
भी
know.
नहीं.
Nobody
हाँ,
said that.
correct.
They have the
Mhm.
only said they have said that we understand that there can be mistakes, but this explanation that you have given us, that is just a human error, is not acceptable to us. It has to be something bigger. It has to be if this is a mistake, the mistake is on another level, and you have to take accountability for it. And the
That's what
accountability
they're
has to
taking,
be.
right?
It has no. Saying sorry is not accountability. There has to be a deterrent. Yes, shouldn't happen again. Saying sorry will make sure it will happen again. That doesn't do
That
anything.
is what will
No,
follow,
but they
right?
fired both
That is
It
what
won't
will
both the
follow.
VAR both the
Nobody
VAR people
got
that were
fired.
there.
Nobody got fired. He
This,
just got a vacation for a day.
That
Nobody got
is,
fired.
I agree to that, but
Arre?
nobody gets fired. That is
but
fine. But again, I would say that what I'm saying will follow is a better, like what Manish suggested, right? Some solutions like that be
That
more
will not
vocal,
happen if you don't push
make,
for it, dude.
yeah,
That won't happen if you don't push for it. You think if Liverpool just sit back and accepts that, okay, fine, we understand your thing, dude. This is why I hate football tribalism. Okay, everybody talks all the time that VAR is this, VAR is that, is not making good decisions. One time when LFC actually decides and makes a strong statement that we want proper accountability, everybody is shitting on them. Everybody is like, why you weren't talking like this, dude? We are at least taking a stance. Okay, Klopp has, by the way, Klopp has mentioned this fatigue thing, this 5-sub thing so many times. Everybody mocked him all the time. Now everybody is enjoying all those things because changes have done. I'm not saying it happened because of him. I'm saying that at least he was the guy who said something. While everybody else was just waiting for the
but
changes to happen.
anyways,
what
we'll
has
come
Changes
back to
changed?
that
happen.
Matches
later
are
because
still more
Changes happen
everyone votes
slowly.
for these changes.
Changes happen
Actually, these
slowly when you
changes
don't
come.
say anything. Okay,
No,
if you
these
just sit back.
changes come only to the league once every manager they have a veto, and once every manager vetoes it, I'm pretty sure the Arsenal manager, the United manager, because I know the United manager during that time, Jose or whoever it was, Ole, they also. Why would a manager not like a five sub rule? The only managers that actually did not like the 5-sub rule was the lesser teams.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, the lesser teams. But obviously, the top teams would always want, and it would eventually
Because they have the
benefit the
bench.
lesser teams. It's not
Yeah.
taking anything away. So, and the concussion substitute rule also came into play because of that.
Exactly.
So all the good things are happening. But in terms of VAR, I personally feel that it is evolving in disproportionately in all different kinds of ways, because what's happening is what is good from the previous season is not getting borrowed onto the next season. Something is getting mixed and matched from things that were good from last season. Like the ones, right? They've started apologizing. I want to ask this $1 million question to everyone. ये पीजीएमएल अपोलोजाइज करना क्यों चालू कर दिया है भाई? ये सॉरी बोलना लास्ट सीजन से चालू हुआ है.
पता
पहले
है
नहीं
क्यों?
बोलते थे सॉरी.
नहीं, because now there is nowhere to run. The thing is, initially you can say that referee is running. Sometimes mistakes happen. What can we do? It's in the heat of the moment. Things happen, and obviously, like players do mistake, referees do mistake. That is fine. That's why VAR was brought down. Now, when even VR is there and everybody can see it and you're still making mistakes, at that time there is nowhere to run. You have to accept the mistake.
बट वार
और
वार तो बहुत पहले से था,
नहीं,
5-6
लेकिन
no,
पर
साल से
मिस्टेक
चल रहा
स्टार्टेड
है,
हैपनिंग,
तब
बिगेस्ट
तो
मिस्टेक
सॉरी नहीं
स्टार्टेड
बोलते
हैपनिंग
थे।
ना। देख, पहले वाले
I
साल
have
क्या
a
होता है ना, फर्स्ट ईयर it was just implemented, okay? So what happens that when new rules come, sometimes it happens that people are not trained enough, or maybe it's not getting understood properly. But you cannot say that in second year. The mistakes became bigger. The thing that you mentioned, what I feel is that things are not getting carried over. People are trying to evolve the things instead of fixing whatever is broken before. How
Correct.
can you evolve anything when you have not fixed? Like, make the proper rules, at least do the basic stuff right, and then you evolve whatever you want to do. They want to add, last season they wanted to add physicality, okay? This season they suddenly decided to let go of physicality stuff, and they're like, we want to speed everything up. And if
Exactly. Yeah.
if you even ask for yellow card, will give you the yellow
You
card.
will get
Oh,
it.
since we are
That's bullshit,
discussing
man. That's
decisions,
absolute
yeah, I got
bullshit.
reminded of this, man.
And that is not consistent at all, by the way.
अबे अबे
Okay.
सच में यार, Maheshwari, do you remember from last season it was told that the new rules are in force where we will encourage more goals, कि मतलब
Exactly.
ऑफसाइड डिसीजन में, ऑफसाइड ट्रैप में, तो फिर
Yeah.
टेक्निकली उस हिसाब से आर्सेनल वाला जो गार्नाचो गोल हुआ, दैट शुड हैव
right,
बीन
right, right.
अलाउड, बट ऐसा
I
क्यों नहीं हो
agree.
रहा है? दैट इज माय
If
क्वेश्चन।
they would have implemented it that
They
way,
did not
we
implement that.
understood. But this season they changed it up, and
They
it
changed
seems
it.
that as they go along, they're changing stuff whatever suits them.
Exactly.
And I do agree with Jogekar that it's a very good thing that they have taken a stance and they've decided to fight, because somebody has to do it, right? And
Yeah,
somebody who
exactly.
is aggrieved the most will probably do it, which I feel Liverpool felt. And I remember Joga was saying that for some like certain teams do have an advantage when it comes to voicing their opinions.
Exactly. I was going
I
to
do
say
not
that. Yeah.
want to be like, I do think it's a big team, but I do think the Liverpools and the Uniteds in general have this long legacy in the Premier League, wherein their voice might be heard a little more than the other teams, right?
Whenever you look at this, pata hai, sorry for cutting a little bit. You look at this, whenever something happens with United or Liverpool, it takes all the attention, the media attention. It gets media attention. It will get all Tom, Dick, Harrys to talk about it, because those are the biggest club in the Premier League. You cannot deny that. And whenever things happen to them, something comes out of those clubs, that becomes a big news. So when these clubs stand up and these clubs talk, people listen. And PG Amwell, in this particular instance, cannot hide, because now the eyes are, see, when the eyes are on us, eyes are also on them. So it is like in conjunction now. People will criticize us, people will catcall us, whatever, it is fine. I don't give two
the
shits
same
about
applies
it.
to City
But
as well, because
City is not big
City,
enough, man.
yeah,
Honestly.
City,
No.
because of Pep and the legacy that they have had in recent times.
They will create. What I feel is the other generations that will come. So mostly, it's a little shitty to say this, but most of the legacy comes when you start winning, and they have won quite a bit.
Yeah.
City should first clear off their name from those
Hey,
115
ठीक है भाई,
charges.
any
charges,
chance
yeah.
के City
Then we can
instead of
listen
City?
to them.
I do not understand one
Then we
thing.
can listen to them.
I do not understand one
City
thing.
बोला बे यार हमको।
अरे हाँ, लेकिन वो they have to clear off their name of the 115 charges.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
we listen ना कि वो कुछ
हाँ,
बोलेगा.
ये this point I
I
agree.
also I have this thing wherein VAR stands for Visual Assistant Referee, right?
Exactly.
And it's right out there. How do you mess that up? Like somewhere in my mind it just comes that
Human error.
I do not. Okay, I have this wild conspiracy theory that sometimes, in certain games, right? In certain games, it is beneficial for the Premier League or the referee to give decisions a certain way. This is what I feel, right? It's a wild theory, but
I
this
know,
is
I know.
what I feel.
I
You know,
don't
I'll
want to
tell you
say it
one
because my
instance.
team is
There is
involved
also
right now.
I have
one more
That's
thing.
it.
I think like
That's
how
the
you
only
had
reason
a
I'm not
theory.
saying it.
Yeah, like how you had that theory, I have one more theory. Like sometimes referees fuck up, okay, against a team. Then they, try to compensate on it. Like this happens in other teams as well. Like for United as well. In the first match, they denied a clear penalty to Wolves. Like उसमें United का फायदा हो गया ना. Now they are thinking like, okay, if any time United gets that kind of opportunity, we'll not give them a penalty.
That's
So
not the
same
way
thing
to
happens.
balance things.
हाँ, वो
not the
they
way
are
to
trying to
balance
balance
things.
things. Like why?
It does happen.
I'll tell you one
तुमने ही
instance.
गलती किया, तुम ही
Compensation.
उसको ये करो
Since
बैन.
Amit is
What is
there,
this?
I'll tell you one instance. There was a Tottenham versus Sporting game at Spurs is home. He remembers it. That game, I guess Spurs lost in the dying minutes, and there was a huge controversy for a offside call, and Conte was the manager. He was furious. मतलब भागे जा रहा था ऊपर टच लाइन में. उसमें क्या सीन हुआ था, मैं और अमित we were talking कि भाई ऐसा क्यों हुआ, क्या हुआ, and I guess it was second year of VAR implementation. So what had happened was, I convinced Amit कि भाई offside call तो गलत हो ही नहीं सकता, because I was giving way too much credit to VAR in offside decision making. मैं क्या उसको बताया था उस टाइम में कि बेटा कैसा होता है ना, ये ऑटोमेटेड होता है, वो लाइन खुद खींच के मतलब ऐसे माप के बता देता है कि ऑफसाइड. भाई भाई मेरे को अभी मतलब 2 साल पहले पता चला भाई लाइन्स आर ड्रॉन, बेसिकली मैनुअली ड्रॉन.
Exactly. कई बार वो लोग
lines are drawn, but there is also a technology where it is automatically drawn. That was used in the World Cup.
Yeah, semi-automated
Are you
offside.
sure?
So
Yes,
why
वो
are they
जो
not
graphic
using it
use
here?
करके वो जो एक
semi automated
बना
है, but they still choose the कई बार you will have seen the difference that they choose the wrong body part as well to draw a line, right? There is the other football playing body part that could have been used to draw a line which they did not. So that is where they can.
उसमें भी थोड़ा controversy है, but
that is the
technology
human
I
error.
like.
Yeah.
That is the
अबे
human error.
that is implemented also in the Champions League, जहाँ पे एक पूरा एक
Actually,
मतलब एक mesh type का रहेगा.
If I think about it on what Abhay was saying, in general, when we see these kind of offside things, right? There's always one thing that they show those lines in the screen that actually confuses me. Maybe was it even checked or not?
See, that's the problem with Diaz thing, you know. They did not even it did spend like 5 seconds on it.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
That's what interesting part is. Whatever conversation we are seeing, whatever they have released, it is a big conversation. I don't
कुछ
think
नहीं,
they
फोन
spent
में
a lot
अरे
of time.
अमित मैं तेरे को फोन लगाऊंगा, अगर स्पर्स का मैच चलो मैं तेरे को फोन, अबे स्पर्स को पेलना है, तू बोलेगा हाँ, तो 5 ही सेकंड लगे ना, इनफैक्ट कम ही लगे.
हाँ भाई, गोल देना है कि नहीं देना, नहीं देना, बस चलो निकलने दो.
हाँ मत दो. Okay.
I like that Liverpool stood for on this, because just ये इन लोगों ने किया, ठीक है, and then by the time everybody's talking about this thing, they went and did the same shit in Forest versus what was that? Brentford.
Sheffield, Brentford, yeah.
Brentford, Forest versus Brentford, same shit. So there was this one situation where
I'm just not getting wrapping my head around it. That see, I believe all those
not the Diaz stuff,
all
by the
those
way.
fouls
There is a
thing, penalties thing, all of those things. चलो ठीक है. If you see from other angle, you see from what you make that subjective decision कि ठीक है ये foul दूंगा या नहीं दूंगा. I am completely aligned with it. But offside is the one thing that is 0 or 1.
White. Exactly, yeah.
You cannot say कि
It's
I have
binary.
to
it
mention
is like
two
जैसे
important
क्रिकेट का
points
रेफरेंस मनीष ने दिया कि बोल्ड हुआ तो बोल्ड हुआ.
Exactly.
Bold-
First
bold
thing,
में कुछ और
एक
नहीं
रूल
है.
आया है दिस सीजन कि दे हैव टू मेक क्विकर डिसीजन. ये पहला चीज है. सेकंड
Wrong भी करना है क्या?
कि जो इंग्लैंड करके जो वार था उस दिन फॉर द लिवरपूल वर्सेस स्पर्स गेम, ही हैड ऑफिशिएटिंग ड्यूटी 48 आवर्स प्रायर इन द सऊदी प्रो लीग.
UAE.
पैसा वहां बन चुका था, सेट था उसका, ठीक है.
वो सो रहा था भाई, वो सो रहा
was-
था रूम पे, मैं बता.
I was reading about
He was
it
sleeping.
that he was referring last week midweek in UAE, did the
Correct.
weekend in Premier League. Then he is going to officiate in Champions League matches. Then on weekend he will come in Premier League, and next week he has to go to UAE again.
मैं
इसको
बता
वेकेशन दे दो ना, इसको परमानेंट वेकेशन दे दो
That
ना
guy
भाई.
अबे
was
नहीं,
sleeping
मैं
in the war
मैं
room,
एक
okay?
इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट बोल देता हूँ बस. देखो
हाँ.
देखो वो जो बंदा जो उसको सस्पेंड किया है उसका नाम इंग्लैंड है, उसके नाम में इंग्लैंड है. तो स्काई स्पोर्ट्स ने कैसा
could you
स्पिन
please
दिया है
repeat?
उसको पता है, स्पिन
हाँ.
कैसे दिया
I
है.
could not hear the name. Could you please
इंग्लैंड,
repeat?
डैरेन इंग्लैंड कुछ तो था ना उसका नाम.
Okay, I just want to know the name. It sounded funny to me.
नो इंग्लैंड, तो
Okay.
इंग्लैंड था ना. तो क्या हुआ ना, मतलब जस्ट बिकॉज इंग्लैंड वाज देयर, इंग्लिश एंड ऑल दैट, स्काई स्पोर्ट्स का स्पिन अप देखो यहाँ पे कैसे बोलते हैं, आई गेस इट्स टाइम टू टॉक अबाउट रेफरी फटी. भाई
कौन बोला नहीं, कौन तेरे को सऊदी जाने, कौन बोला तेरे को सऊदी जाने साले?
पैसा
मतलब ठीक है.
I'm telling you.
No. Why should footballers have all the fun? Referees should also have some fun, na?
Bhai,
इसको भी
yeah,
पैसा कमाने दो.
what they have
These
mentioned
are
is why
things
they are
that are
doing
there.
on UAE, why they're going to UAE is to get exposure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Exposure.
they want
Exposure.
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 Plus, through all this
Exposure
saga,
to
right?
money.
I also got to know that these referees also, matlab, I actually did not know that they have a certain contract with the association, like in Europe or whatever, to officiate. ये लोग UAE भी जा सकते हैं, ये I did not know personally.
So
I
the
don't know
thing
if
is,
you
see,
guys knew,
the thing
but
is
through
what
all,
with this thing is that with PGMOL, right? It's a very
yeah,
close organization, okay? And it dictates whatever the referee can do. They will decide if the referee cannot decide if he wants to go if let's just say Saudi comes, some time back, Saudi basically was trying to get some of the English referees, and PGMOL basically was standing in line that if you go there, you're banned here, basically. So
correct.
the organization, what it says is that you cannot go on yourself, but if we send you, then you have to go.
मतलब समझ रहे हैं ना,
The
पैसा
PG Mall
मिलेगा,
is the one that sent
जाएंगे.
them, by the way, okay? And that is the whole problem, by the way,
Send us the
with
money
PG
back,
Mall.
we will send.
It's such a close organization. And
No,
why
I
this is
think
important in this situation is that it needs an oversight, man. Okay? Any organization that operates in itself, that does the mistake, then judges itself, is not going to be unbiased. They are mates, okay? There's some
Yeah.
time back, some guy was like, okay, I did not want to agree with my mate, so I did not ask him to go check
अरे क्या
what
नाम
he
था रे
did.
वो रेफरी
The
का?
way Joga talks about PG Mole, no, it sounds like a cabal. It's like, इनको पेलते हैं.
Okay, with all of this refereeing stuff, I feel like I've not done justice to my own team, and I've not talked about how we played. I'm as I've said before also, I'm absolutely proud of the way we played. We started really well, and it was a clash. It was a BIT clash, man. It was Spurs versus Liverpool, and we were looking forward to it. It started really well, and then we got a red card, and even with 10 men, we were, as usual, we are Liverpool, so we're going to try to score. And it was still a 2-4 game. Even when the decisions were going against us, I'll just go with that. Okay, it happens, but it was going against us for at least for us this time. The team showed that kind of resolute kind of performance where they just did not get phased by anything. I mean, they were frustrated, but it feels like every wrong decision was making them stronger. And it was even on a show when we were 9 men. At one point, I think Rajesh has already mentioned it, and I was literally laughing that when we went down one more man, we were playing with 5-3. So Klopp was like, you attack still until he took out Salah, actually. And at that time, we went into siege and we were doing really well. And it took Spurs an own goal to win. So just from the performance point of view, I feel like that it was a fantastic performance for us. I would have, we almost got a draw. So that has to say something. And Spurs, obviously, I feel like that they need to work on their how to play against low block, but that is their stuff. I mean,
I believe there is no love lost between you two.
yeah. I mean, I do. That's the thing, I really wish that at least one of the Spurs player has made a kind of tackle, that would just made me feel really horrible about that stuff. But that game was good, man. And that's why I feel so shit that it got like completely devastated by all these decisions and all that. But yeah. Anyway,
so I guess that's a good wrap by Joga. I mean, I guess both of our boys, the Spurs and the Liverpool guy, had enough respect for each other because the game, as far as the decisions are concerned, but overall, the kind of game that they expected, they might not have got. But the kind of play and the kind of courage that their respective teams showed. Obviously, Spurs happy for the win and Liverpool happy for how they played even after they went 2 men down. So, guys, this particular episode I understand needed this kind of discussion because it's been horrible. Every game week we are getting certain VAR-related discussions from some or the other game, right? So I hope you listen to us and let us know, if Liverpool were hard done by and the results should have rather, gone their way and certain decisions should have, I mean, you can tell us if we should sympathize with them or not.
Put your
or maybe
anger
not.
in comments.
I do not.
Put your anger in comments.
In comments, guys. Yeah. So, yeah.
okay.
Bye.